right, this thing is on. All right. Waiting for my friend Sean Paul. Welcome, people. Big up Copper Sean just arrived in the place. That's how you know it's official. Mateo, soon come family is in here. Hey, thank you guys for joining me. This one is a new one. Silent Addy is here. Curtis, because I've jumped on and DJ'd before, but that's just like straight into the music. Terry Baker, hi Terry. Um, that's straight into the music. So now we're just sitting here talking, which you guys who know me know that I could certainly talk and talk and talk and talk and talk to people. So we're just waiting for Sean Paul to arrive. Oh, let me try to do this properly. Properly. Hey, Charlie Beth. Jigzag is in here. Jigzag with the Jigzag Zig burner account that he hasn't ever posted anything on, but I see him popping up on things live. All right, hold on a second. Let me see. Right, this is my first time actually doing this version of this. So we're waiting for Sean Paul. My brother.
Yeah. What's
Whoa.
up, brother?
Yo, if there's
All
if
right.
there's one if there's one thing that I've said over many years to people about you, it's prompt and efficient. Three o'clock on the dot.
No, maybe I'm scared of you. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here on time.
Yo, I've honestly said for years when people ask about any sort of success in DJing, I've told people like 85% of it is just showing up on time, just being there.
I gotta say big up to everybody watching. Me and Max. Max got his cap on. I got my glasses on. We are ready to go.
That's
Yo, me, I don't leave my glasses. Max don't leave his hat nowhere. So you know this is us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. That's how you know that it's really us. I have the army hat. Sean has the glasses on.
You see.
Even though it's like it's definitely like this I don't know, you can tell me about yours. This is definitely like the stay-at-home version of my outfit.
Yeah.
I got like I'm good from here up.
Yeah. Well, you know, one thing about this whole thing, I'm just enjoying the family time and not having to, do nothing. And it's chilling out. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's one good thing because I don't get to spend a lot of family time, as you know. When I'm here, I'm always with my son and my daughter and my wife, but then I tour a lot. So this is giving me the opportunity to become the swim teacher and homework extraordinary dude. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. I mean, because there's one thing that I know of as literally as long as I've known you, you've pretty much been on like nonstop tour and nonstop travel, and I travel a lot. Nothing like that, but it's like now me, and all of the dads who do what we do get to see what the moms really have to do.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so I understand the grumpiness now, and I'm like, I go to her and I'm like, yo, you do a lot, you know what I mean? And she's like, save it for Mom's Day, save it for Mama's Day.
I wanted to ask you, how are Jody and the kids holding up? Everybody is good.
They're doing better than me, bro. I spend a lot of time alone, even though I travel a lot. I'm alone backstage. I'm alone on the plane. You know what I mean? People are kind of like, I don't have anyone around me a lot that are friends that we converse like this. So I thought I'd be used to it, but I ain't used to it, man. Been locked down for 7 weeks. Haven't really left. Once or twice now, I've left just this week. I just trying to do my part to keep everyone here safe and, as they say, flatten the curve. But there's so much things going around in terms of information or misinformation going around. Sometimes I just have to throw up my hand to the sky and I say, what is Jaja? You don't know what to believe sometimes, you know what I mean? Big up Joe Nasty, big up my peeps, them on here. Big up, you don't know. Big up Abdul, Kados, you know what I mean? Big up Duncan.
Yo,
big up Amos, big up the whole crew.
At first, I was like watching the news obsessively, like it was like this information overload. And then for the last like 2.5, 3 weeks, I just stopped watching the news and I feel so much better. Like I'll read articles that I'm interested in, but I just have stopped watching the news.
Yeah.
I'm in the basement, man.
Yeah. Big up, Sir Rose, Philip Rose. Big up yourself. It's the same thing, bro. Right now, you know, it's crazy to think um, just what's happening, and I'm trying to comprehend it all. But as you said, there's no way that you can. You know what I mean? It's something like the 9/11 to me. Like there's so much things coming at you, and you're like, yeah, but that sound right. No, but that sound right. But and then eventually you make your own. You know, you're gonna make your own uh, analysis of what or synopsis of what's going on. But yeah, I mean, and we are trying to get back to norm and whatever. But one thing that is pretty good is as I said, being at home, and then also just like being able to do these lives and like pick my face. I don't usually pick my face, so when I do these lives, I'm kind of checking out the grades and looking at the shit. You know, it's good stuff.
One of the really funny things about all the lives for me is like you see like this, like you actually did this really well. Like you have a very plain background behind you and it's close, so you can't really see that much. But
Yeah,
seeing like into people's houses, like
yeah,
one just like friends and family and people that like you don't like, you're not necessarily ever just seeing people, all these people's personal spaces. Um,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Terry,
Like
what's up, Terry? Yeah, sorry.
like the Sean Paul fans all over the world are like in your living room or your rec room right now, just
Yeah,
chilling.
they want to see a naked lady walking past me.
Oh man, it's crazy. Are you like are you working on any music, or are you just taking the time to chill and reset?
I've been really depressed. You know what I mean? I'm coming out of it. Uh, I've done a lot of recordings before, and some very meaningful songs that I had before are just kind of coming to like making sense to people now. And so I think I'm gonna do a few little sessions where I kind of like do my own thing, like performances and thing, just to get people to just the entertainment purposes and whatnot, and to kind of sing those songs out. You know what I mean? Other than that, I've been doing one or two drops and trying to get my head get together to do dub plays. But writing, building rhythms, I've sat down beside my drum machine and I just like push it away.
Yo,
Um,
but you know what's interesting, like you said about doing dubs and talking about possibly like doing like a live performance thing. Like one of the things, like there's a million DJs going on live and artists and all these people doing those things. So like I kind of chilled at first, and I felt like, well, this is very saturated, and not like I'm mad at them for doing it. I've
uh,
actually greatly enjoyed the ability to watch all of these
yeah,
DJs, and all of these artists do their performances. But also, I very much was like, I'm like you, like just like my head's not in it. I'm not really feeling it, but I jumped on. Actually, you jumped on one of them. I did like in the just like in the middle of the night. I didn't do a post about it. Just jumped on the live because I wanted to kind of one figure out the technical thing and see how it sounded and do it. Um,
yeah,
and I ended up playing for about 3 hours, and it wasn't a ton of people in there, but I had a great time. And what it
yeah,
made me remember is that I just love DJing. Like it's not about like, oh wait, there's not 10,000 people in here. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
something like that for you, like I think you would probably find that as someone who's performed and had that energy your entire life,
yeah,
um, just even doing that is like an exercise that really, really, like I said, like definitely brought good energy and made me feel good about
yeah,
the whole
yeah. I
situation.
understand exactly what you're saying because BBC asked me to do something. I think last week it was a live stream thing, and I couldn't get my head into it. And they kept asking, they were like, yo, we need a verse. And I was like, damn. So I did it, and it really helped a lot. You know what I mean? No, I haven't done a live where I DJ yet or anything, but I recorded that and sent it. And it's a nice tune we did over the Foo Fighters song. A lot of different artists involved. Foo Fighters themselves, Jess Glynn, Dua Lipa, and Anne Marie, and a bunch of peeps, man. And so that kind of helped me. So I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? Big up Ras Ajay, big up Bland Tattoo, big up Brand Machine, yo, Scoundrel in the house, DJ Autograph, mad people think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
man,
and
it's a
that
family.
and that's the other thing. Hopping on made me see like, yo, I like seeing all of our friends and the crew just scrolling through the comments. Like it's this weird thing. Like I felt like,
Yeah,
well, if we're not in the club together, like it doesn't feel right because we know this one way of doing it and interacting with
yeah,
people. But being home all this time, seeing like when I'm on the live, like you were on there, seeing you pop up, Quiz, big up Quiz,
yeah.
with the nonstop jokes and like seeing Autograph and Steve and Sean and your brother pop up in here, like it makes me feel like again, that just makes me feel good. Like it feels connected.
Yeah, sure, man. Same thing. Somebody's cussing me here asking me where Levi is, my son. He downstairs watching Miles Morales. He's Spider-Man fanatic right now.
No, I see him up in the Spider-Man stuff. So what's he doing? Like how old is he? He's 4, right?
3 now, man. 3 in
3.
February just passed.
Okay.
We just had we were able to have the birthday, and basically a few weeks later the lockdown came, and you know, I got a big up Papa Sean in the house. I got to big up my grandma, you know, my old earths, and everyone who got their old earths. I'm trying to take care of them in this time. My grandma's 96 years old, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, so she had a birthday right after Levi at the end of February, and then literally locked down right after. So I was I was so glad to have a great birthday for her. Big up Dawn. What up, Lady Dawn?
And
My
that's and that's your grandmother that you spent a lot of time with growing up. Like you lived with your
Yeah, yeah,
grandma for a
yeah.
while, right?
I live with her. I grew up with my grand and my mom taking care of me, and now they live here with me in the same complex. So
Oh, so you have
it's a
everybody.
blessing, bro.
So you have everybody on the base.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a blessing. It is a blessing. I have to give thanks. And what I do feel a way for is a lot of people out there who don't have the space that I do right now. So I'm kind of in this time being depressed. I'm also trying to think of ways I can help out people in terms of in my own home country, people that need the assistance. Now, I mean, I've been looking towards doing something with food for the poor, which is gonna help. They're already taking care of meals, but they're trying to put water tanks or tankers in different communities. So I'm trying to help them do that, where it's like people are able to sanitize. You know what I mean? Because this is really important. Even if the curve is broken, and later on this summer, people could still be kind of being infected and getting sick. And it's it's the old rule: wash your hands all the time. So we're getting back to more to appreciate those rules more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Annie Kaduro, mad.
Yeah, man, most definitely. Like I said, it's interesting because I know you as someone who's just always been traveling, and I know especially like once you have kids, it's always like, yo, I should take some time and spend some time at home. But also, when work calls, we just go and we work because that's
Yeah.
what we do. Um,
Yeah, man.
so now you have no choice.
Yeah, I'm checking on my
No,
I'm on the
no,
lives,
no
bro.
barber. All right, but look. Let's be honest. You got a haircut at some point.
Yeah,
That's in
I cut
6
my hair
weeks.
all the time. I cut my hair all the time, bro. I don't go to a barber. People don't know. I give myself my own lineup. I just shave it off. When I had the mohawk, I used to do it myself. The only time that I had to go to someone to do my hair was when I had it braided, which was, yeah, and I know a lot of you are going to say, bring them back. But, yeah, I didn't grow up having braids, and when I started to do it, it was a nice trend. I had it for 7 odd years, and I was tired of that. So
Well,
I do it myself, man. So I haven't shaved in a week though.
Well, you're a very low maintenance superstar,
Yeah, I
and
don't.
all of the people respect that for years and years.
I don't have too much Maserati. Not really.
Not too much. No, but that's actually it's funny because like I've always thought about that. Like it's an interesting thing. Like you've been really successful for a really long time, and
Big up
it
Kimberly
it,
Patterson. What's up, homie?
it really
What's up?
hasn't stopped and has continued on to this day. And you're not someone that in any way has come across as like extra flossy and flashy. You've always had a chain, a watch, and like pretty chill. So you seem like you've been a sensible adult financially with your career.
My boy Jonas is telling me not to talk about rides. Yeah, I don't, you know, I think I knew myself before I became famous. So the stigma or the box or the hype that everybody put on me, I enjoyed it, but I don't subscribe to it. I know who I am. You know, I'm a normal person like everyone else is. We are all what you say tributaries to the main, which is the Almighty Creator of all things. And so for me to be you know, feeling that I'm above anyone else, to me is just, I'm always conscious of it. You know what I mean? Someone asking a question here says, what's your take on weed and Corona? Now, I think smoking in general is just not always good for us. So I stopped smoking and I've been eating weed again. I did that once for 5 years. I'm eating weed right now. Just in time, you know, I have asthma. I'm also very aware of that. When I first started to smoke, it kind of helped the weed for a little. Weed helped it for a little, but you know, my spliffs are like this huge and
Yeah,
several
I think
thousand.
when people talk about it's good for asthma, a very small amount
Yeah,
potentially could be good for asthma.
exactly.
Burning,
It
like
relaxes you. It opens your bronchioles. But when you're smoking all the time, like I did, it does take an impact. And several thousand chalice loads of years later, it's kind of crazy. So that's a cool question. I haven't been smoking. I have been eating the weed though, which is boiling it down in some oil or boiling it in some tea. So I kind of alternate between the two. Yeah, I still want to feel that buzz. Probably once a day I do that now. It's very unfortunate because I love the smell. But you know what I mean? You have to do what you have to do. Like I don't. The first 2 weeks of this, I drank 3 buckets of white rum myself, and then and I was like, yo, I gotta slow this down. So I've been cutting out the drinking too. I've been trying to keep fit. Every now and then I have a one drink, but I'm not smoking right now. No, eating the weed is what I'm doing. Big up Cyprus, big up UK, big up Turkey,
how
big up
how are
everybody.
you staying fit and staying healthy? Because that's another thing that some people may or may not know. People who know you know, but like
Yeah,
you've always been an athlete.
yeah. I swim. I used to swim for Jamaica and play water polo. So literally 2 weeks before the lockdown, I got a small pool around the back that we just finished 2 weeks before the lockdown. So I'm swimming like a what you call a hamster, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just doing a lot of that, and then push-ups, and I have a bicycle that I may ride around. It's not really that much riding, but you do keep fit. I mean, you know, I have friends that started doing the Xfinity 1000 back again, or whatever that is, and any which way that you can keep fit or keep up at this time is important thing. You know, keeping your immune system is strong is very good. You know what I mean? So you have to keep happy. So you know, do things that make you happy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely. I've been like, well, you've been out where I live. So where I live, like, it's pretty quiet to begin with. So now it's extra quiet. So we can get out and go for a walk. So I'll go for a walk with the kids and just
Yeah.
being outside. And one of them is strapped on. So having like an extra 25 pounds strapped on is like a workout in and of itself. Um, so we do that. So we do that and we get out. Like I said, like you just said, like doing the things that make you happy. So I felt like that, getting outside, and plus we just came out of winter here, so everybody spent we just spend the winter indoors anyway.
Yeah, I
So
like
as it
so.
starts to get warm, like your body needs to get back outside. So between that and then starting to like deal with a little music and DJ a little bit and do like a few things
Yeah.
here and there, like feels good, feels great.
My bro just asked a very interesting question. Yeah, making music does make me happy, but I've been doing that all along. And trust me, you know, people may look and see uh, this life and be like, oh, it's perfect life, or there's no stress there. There's a lot of stress. So music helps me on a day-to-day basis. This is extra stress for me right now, bro. You know what I mean? I'm a hypochondriac, so every time I do anything, I'm like, damn, I may have caught so and so. If somebody comes and tells me they got a bad toe, I'm like, yeah, I think I got a bad toe too. You know what I mean? So this is just mentally draining for me, and I haven't been able to find the joy in music. I know I'm going to.
You have a studio in the house?
No, it was going. It was. We were starting in January, and things just started to get weirder and weirder, and we stopped doing what we were doing. I couldn't finish in the time.
Yeah.
So I do not have a studio here. I do have Dirty Rock Studios in New Kingston. However, I haven't been over there. You know, an artist is very emotional, and no matter if I'm saying shake that thing or wine pan it, I'm putting my emotions in it, bro. And when I'm over bombarded with these negative thoughts and trying to clear my mind, what's making me more happy is to spend time with my son and my daughter and be the dad right now. That's kind of making me calm. It's helping me to and you know, it's something that I never got the opportunity to fully do. I do take good care of my kids, but being the dad right now is the calming factor in my whole world right now. Big up Kiran Khan. We about to drop a video and a song, Dirty Rock Productions. Something that I produced on Friday. It's called Back It Up There. And Kiran Khan helped me shoot the video. It's co-directed by me, and the video is the song is written and produced by myself. Big up to Dirty Rock Productions. That's me, Money Matters Entertainment, Brooklyn. Brooklyn News, you know what I mean? People like Sean Anderson from Copper Shot, people like Suko, they all helped me to produce some stuff. You know, we released No Caption Rhythm earlier this year, which featured people like Soto Bless and Styler G, Beanie Man, people like Rasa Jai, you know what I mean? So we are doing things here and there. I just haven't been writing actively now. I know I will be getting into it. So this song that I'm dropping on Friday, I recorded it before, and I've been waiting on the right time. And you know, this came and I was like, wow. And I sat with it for a minute. I'm like, yo, you know what, girl, them time right now. So I'm about to put that out on Friday. I'm gonna send it to you early too, Max.
Yeah, man. No, I mean it's interesting because obviously, like you have plenty of music that's still continuing to come out.
Yeah.
But also, like you said, there's no pressure to create music. Like if it's not what you feel, like you said, like this is a great time to take time to hang with the family, enjoy things. Like I said, like that when I hit you up and asked you to do this, you know, the main thing was one. You always say yes, like you never say no because
It's a
the
connection,
time is
bro. You know what I
lame.
mean?
But the reason the reason I was like, oh, let me reach out to you and do this is like I just like I enjoy talking to people, whether it's on like the radio show. This is what I put in my post. Like I enjoy talking to interesting people, and I think I'm lucky to have interesting friends like yourself that have a good story. So just even sitting here doing this is like one of the things that I enjoy that makes me feel better about just being around the house. And there's no more DJ gigs. Like there's not going to be any more DJ gigs for like 6-8 months, easy. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I'm saying. Um, it's as I said, just something for me. I know I'm getting back into it slowly but surely. So um, I'm not worried about that part. And there's no way that after all these years I'm just gonna dry up now. You know what I'm saying? I was worried about that in '96. I'm like, baby girl, don't cry no more. Tell me, say you can't. Yeah, everybody loved it, and I'm like, all right, now how the fuck I'm gonna find another song like that?
Well, that's
Yo,
but
and
it's funny because that's what I always say to people is like the real pressure is like, oh, when you get that first hit and you get that second hit,
yeah,
then
exactly.
people really think like you made it and you're good, but that's really
That's when the
when the
pressure was
pressure.
on for me. I was like, yo, gotta
Yo, and
find
it's
them hits.
and it's funny because you really never like you've had some quiet periods, but you really never let up off of the gas because I remember I literally remember exactly where it was that I met you for the first time. It was in Tower Records in New York City on West 4th Street. You and
Downtown, yeah.
Jeremy Harding, original Sean Paul. You had the ski goggles on, the whole thing, and it
He
was
got
ski. Come on, without question. Probably in the middle of the summer too. Um,
yeah, yeah.
and it was
Probably was.
for VP. It was like strictly the best live. There was a release party and there was a live
Yeah.
performance, like an in-store performance. I think
People
Job
signing
hosted it.
autographs. And that was the first day, Max, that VP Records actually said to me, "Yo, think about doing an album." That was the first day. That was 1998, I believe, bro, or probably 96.
And
No,
that was
98.
like
About
an early
97,
trip to
98.
New York. Had you been coming to New York prior to that working?
No, the first time I ever came to New York was 97. I'd never been before. And, music took me there. And so basically, I was a year fresh in your town, bro. And just learning the ropes. And I remember those days. Those were cool days in terms of actually connecting with the fans. And I mean, this is cool. But those are cool days in terms of actually, I learned stuff from ladies, you know what I mean? In terms of just how to spell your name. It's like, I'm like, wow, that's interesting. I never knew that. The conversation was cool. Just even the 2 seconds when I signed the autograph, like, oh yeah, your name is so and so. Oh, your sister love me. Oh, wicked. Okay, so where you live? Brooklyn. Okay, cool. Um, I'm not able to answer everybody, and I'm not able to give everybody that time. Back in those days, they were right in front of me, and we were conversating. So that was pretty cool to do to experience in them time. That
I mean,
and
it's funny because I know it, but I take for granted because I've known you for so long that like it's a different level where like you've gotten to a different level where like you said like you are removed from some of those things. There's the layers and the levels of the publicist and the PR and the manager. And I just
yeah,
called you and was like, hey, you want to jump on IG Live? And you were like, sure. And here we are, like no layers.
yeah, I'm a brethren, bro. You're my brethren. Like there's some people who through the game, they are still a part of what I do. But there's some people who is like I consider more like family, and you one of them. You know what I mean? You're somebody who's always been real to me. Even when there was times of the dancehall circles that people weren't really paying much attention to what I was doing, you were flinging them dub plates out there and stuff like that, and I really appreciate that. It's because I think you felt a great vibe from what I do. Big up Jazzwad, salute.
Jazzwad. Yeah, no, absolutely. And it was just, that was early on in my start I've been DJing for a long time, but like getting like right in those years, like we actually started Federation Sound. Big up Kenny Mees. Kenny Mees and I and Cypher Sound started Federation Sound in '99. So
Yes,
like
sir.
we were, because we all played a lot of reggae, but we didn't even officially have the sound then. So a lot of that and that time when I met you was a lot of my introduction to like more into the world of reggae.
Ah,
And one, big up Jackie Juicio because a lot of it,
yeah.
not just knowing you guys, but was uh was through Jackie. So like getting into that world. So someone posted the days of the album release parties. I have another great Sean Paul album release story. Was the one that we did in Philly.
Ah,
Me, and Kenny Mees, and this was for that album. This was for the first album. I don't even know if
phase
you
one.
remember this. Like, it was a good vibe. It wasn't super crowded. There was people there, and the DJ booth was up in a balcony, and you performed standing on a railing on the second floor, like holding on to like a pipe from the ceiling, but like 25 feet up in the air.
Yep.
Like those
Crazy
days.
vibe. Crazy vibes. I miss those days, man. And we'll get back to them one day. I'll have to probably be in a wheelchair at the time, but
Well, we'll all be in wheelchairs.
if somebody hoists me up on the railing, then. But,
No, you just
but yeah,
you have one of those things that takes you up the stairway.
yeah, right. Straight.
Big
Yo,
up Eddie Stats in here. I just see Eddie Stats in the place.
yeah, I want to also big up Rasta Joy Music. Let's check him out on IG. Rasta Joy. He's got a crazy voice, very talented writer and artist, and he is in Dirty Rock Camp. So he's on that rhythm called No Caption. He's also on the next rhythm we released last year called Callaloo. So go check him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Most definitely. What So other than the fact that we're all just stuck and chilling, what's the vibe in Jamaica like?
To me, what I haven't been out in 7 weeks, right? So I did go out this week, earlier this week, and it's just kind of tense for me to see everybody in this hot ass country with these masks on. I had it on too, and I sweating like crazy. Like I'm like, this is nuts. You know what I mean? So it's it's something to get used to, I guess, and it's something that I wish and hope and I pray will pass. Being that I'm here with the kids, I'm like, I kind of feel a way for them. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
every now and then they're like, something's missing. Yeah, I see my kid looking around. I see Levi like, you okay? He's like, yeah. And
Right,
he,
because they don't know, because it's interesting, because they don't understand it. They also don't really like know how to express it. But like I'm like, I know my kid misses being in class and
exactly.
with their friends, but also I'm sure you're in the same situation. And like I have outdoor space, we have a decent amount of space in the house. So like I give a lot of thanks for that, because I think about people, there's tons of people that are in a situation where
Exactly. And
they're cramped up in an
that's
apartment
horrible to
together or
think.
worse.
That's horrible to think. And with all the space that I do have, my son is still like, I see him like, something's missing. I'm like, you okay, bro? And he's like, yeah. Do you want to go do this or that again? You want to run around? You want to go in the pool? He was like, yeah, he does it all. And then he's still like, something missing. You know what I mean? So, fuck Corona for taking all this away from our kids and for endangering us all. And the way that I heard someone say, and from near the beginning of when this all started to happen, and people were like, oh, this is coming for everybody. Someone said, it's a virus, and it's not, it doesn't think, it just does. We can think. So the best way for us to fight it is to think first, you know, and be mindful of the shit you're doing. Yeah, fuck Corona, man.
All right. Well, we've said it, but also that goes without saying. No one is pro Corona. I don't think. I hope
Exactly.
not.
I think I heard of a few people that are, and fuck them too. Big up DJ Buddha.
Buddha, big up Curly Locks. Curly Locks is in your
Big up
original
Curly
generation
Locks.
sound
Mad
crew,
people
Philly,
thing. Yo,
Texas.
I have to say today now, Max, thank you for providing me the platform now. Today I'm supposed to be at Mr. Chicken's 9-9. Chicken is someone from Dirty Cup crew who passed away last week. And it hurt a lot. Reason being, he's just one of the most, just a good soul, just someone who, no matter what was going wrong for him, was always happy for his friend when his friend achieved something. And I lost this dude last week, man, and it's unfortunate we can't have a proper send-off for him. So big up and salute to everybody right now who is with Q45. Q45 is it's kind of holding a 9-9 for him. I told him I wasn't gonna attend. I'm there in spirit, and so right now, I just want everybody to give me 10 seconds of silence for Mr. Chicken, Mr. Sneak Up. Yeah.
No, man, rest in peace to Chicken.
Yeah.
And I didn't know him well, but the few times that I met him kind of in passing, like with you or around the studio, that exact vibe. And I think, like you said, I think when people are able to do so, you'll be able to gather the family and celebrate. There's no expiration date on being able to celebrate, our people's
Someone's
deaths
like,
like
yeah.
that. So, and he's got music out there that'll live on forever. So we can
Yo,
all always celebrate through that.
the man recorded a song a week before he passed, man. Yeah. just a good dude, and it's crazy. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
so talking about, so like some a lot of the people that are in here will know, but like, you know, as when you started out as Dutty Cup, that was really like that was just a crew of friends, right?
Yeah, you know, all of us are from different parts of uptown. A lot of people don't understand that there are ghettos uptown too. Um, so places where it's just economically bad. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, uh, so Chicken was from Sandy Park. Kid Curl was from right there in Standpipe, and you know, we kind of just met up at studio. And at first, it was just all of us trying to be, you know, competing like who the best. And Dadigan was a kid from Sandy Park who had his own crew, basically. Um, there was three musicians. One was Dini, who is uh, Ting their son, um, Jimmy Cliff's son, and he was kind of the rapper in the group. And David Cole, who's Alan Skillcole's son, who is one of Jamaica's most prolific soccer players or football players back in the day. And he's also a very intricate part of the Marley's engineering team right now. So Dadigan and those dudes had a group called Dirty Cup Crew. They had it before we existed as what you knew. And you know, they kind of broke up and Dadigan was kind of left on his own. And he just kind of started forming with the friends that linked at the studio every day. We were doing dub plates. And he just started
What studio? Whose studio was it you
at
guys were
Jeremy
in?
Harden's studio. Big up to Jeremy.
That,
Um,
the old one, the old.
yeah, the old studio,
Yeah, yeah.
the 8 Jacksonville Road studio. It was basically a little cupboard, man, and we made some amazing music from there, man. Just the vibe was of a brotherhood, you know what I mean? I was the one who had a van. My mom had bought a VW van, and she gave it to me so I could get to school. I was paying my way through to go to UTech to study hotel management, which is a college here. And every day after school or during breaks, I would leave and go smoke and chill out with the dudes. I would also make sure that, you know, anytime we all needed to get to studio, I would take everyone. So that's where the friendship and camaraderie started to come in, because like Corrupt would come and say, yo, I hear so and so has a rhythm. I hear Bunty Killers at the studio. Let's go down there. I hear, you know, and Chicken would come and say, yo, something else is happening over that side. We would all get in the van and drive around, and it just became a more of a brotherhood until we all started to just say, yo, big up Lion Face, big up Lion Face, who was one of the first people from New York City. Actually, the first big selector I knew that came and just was like, yo, paid me good money, you know what I mean? And showed me the ropes, man. Like a dad to me, bro, in Brooklyn. Honest to
And
God.
and
And that's why I got.
but this is one of the really like things that I know very well about you, because I've known you for this long, is that like you literally remember that and credit all of these people along the way, whereas like a lot of times, even if it's not intentional, people just kind of like get caught up in their own things. And you know,
Yeah.
I've heard you say that about Babyface, and even more specifically tell me the story of, you know, staying in the house with them in Brooklyn on the first trip to New York.
Yeah.
And like I said, like all the years that I've known you, there's never been a minute where I couldn't be like, yo, Sean, what's up? We need some dubs for this thing. Yo, we have a party. And you know, like people like Big Joe and
Yeah.
all of the
Big up,
people
big up.
that have been kind of with you along every step of the way. It's really interesting. Like I always see you, even to this day, always acknowledge and point out all of the people that have been like a part of this journey.
Yeah, bro. I don't. Um, as I said, I was an adult when I actually started to get involved in the music business. You know what I mean? When I was a teenager, I always wanted to do it, and I thought I get in. But by the time I started to really do it. I was 24, and I knew who the fuck I was. You know what I mean? I wasn't someone who was being easily influenced by things like that. Now, I like certain things, so I get involved with them. But if I if I didn't want to go all the way with that type of lifestyle, it was up to me and okay by me to not do that. You know what I mean? I think we stand in our own way a lot. Just people, we stand in our own way, and we have those excuses, which are, laziness and a little bit narcissistic, almost like thinking you gonna be, yeah. R.I.P. Father Gunner, for real. Someone who was instrumental in having me in Brooklyn in them early years, past about 2 years ago. But yeah, yo, Max, this is becoming sad, bro. Talk about something else, bro.
No. I'm here. No, I'll bring it back. Like I said, like just pointing out the people that, like, if I come, like when I come see you, like I'll run into Babyface. We'll run into Big Joe, because you really like kind of kept all of these relationships of all of the people of like that have been around through this journey, and the fact of to see your brother and Sean Anderson, Copper Sean, on the road with you, because from those early days, like I remember it a certain way, but you can tell me, I don't think your brother had even started coming to New York when those first times, because I remember DJing for you on 106th and Park, doing Give Me the Light, because you didn't move with the DJ, and your
They
brother,
were
I
still
don't
in
think, had
school.
started traveling like that.
They were still in school, not high school, but they were in college and they were doing their thing. You know what I mean? So they couldn't tour with me at the time. But reason being, my brother, we grew up uptown, but we had one room where me and him lived till we were 25. I can remember. I'm serious. I can remember coming home from touring when he was now touring with me, and we would come home and he's there with his girl and I'm here with they're both our wives now. And I was like, something wrong with this, bro. We need to do something different. But as I said, a lot of times people hear uptown and they don't know that it's a middle class lifestyle. It's not no lavish life. A lot of times people get me confused for that. It wasn't no lavish life. My father went to prison when I was 13, and so with all those things happening in my life, people thinking you're rich and you ain't rich, and people thinking that you don't care, but you do care. It made me firm in myself, and it made me understand that people probably won't get it until they live to see exactly what this is. So I didn't take people thinking that that I'm not supposed to do this because I'm not from the area that you usually do it. I didn't take that into consideration at all with people. I just wanted to break down barriers and do what I think I came to do. I'm envious of your glass of water now, bro. I'm thirsty, bro. You didn't warn me.
Cheers.
You didn't warn me we was going to do so much talking.
Hey,
But
no,
yeah.
but like, okay, but here, look. So I've been learning as I go along. So like, as you're doing more and more of these, you're gonna do a little few things. I would suggest keep at least a glass, if not a whole bottle of water, just right within arm's
So
reach. 'Cause I think the first time I hopped on it, I didn't, and I was like, oh man, like I can't just walk away and go all the way upstairs and go to my refrigerator, pour my beer. Hey guys, I'll be right back. Hold tight. You could. People would wait for you. They would wait.
Z.
But I recommend having some supplies. A glass of water
I shall remember. I shall remember.
is pretty essential.
Yeah, man.
I try to
How much are
I
you?
try to avoid the rum this early in the day.
How much of these you've been doing, like on a average?
Well,
This is the first one.
This is the first sit down and talk one that I've done. And that was the thing where I was saying, like you know this, like I've interviewed you probably like at least a dozen times over the years on my different radio shows and whatever. And I grew to realize that doing that is interviewing people is just something that I really enjoy. And so I have been doing. Actually, it was funny because you're one of the few people I didn't have on there. I don't think I had done a radio show for Red Bull for about a year and a half, which was a
Okay,
weekly
yeah, yeah,
show, and
yeah.
doing interviews.
The Red Bull Radio.
And so that had stopped about a year ago, and I kind of just was busy with other stuff. You got the kids, busy with
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
busy with work, back and forth doing stuff. So I hadn't really ever picked up kind of another outlet or venue to sit down and do the interviews. And then sitting around, I told you I jumped on, I DJ'd online maybe 4 times. We're doing like a little Sunday afternoon vibes thing that I've done twice. And then I think I did 2 of those late night ones where I just jumped on to kind of like catch a vibe and see how the sound worked and everything. But this is my first time sitting down and talking. So the idea is like, my idea was, assuming this didn't go horribly wrong, and I think we're doing okay. That hopefully I'll kind of just keep linking people and pick up and do this kind of thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You should start it. What you should just start it. You could do anything. You could start a talk show.
Yeah, yeah. I could. It's funny though, when my management gets to me, they're like, "Yo, you should be doing. You know, we could be doing it. We could." And I'm like, I didn't join this for that. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I didn't join this to be a fucking online motherfucker. I didn't. I wanted to record songs and blaze the fucking world. Big up Trinidad. And that's what I'm here to do. You know what I mean? So big up Turkey too. So it's like this is. I mean, there's always been promotion where I had to go to the radio station and do the interviews and whatnot. When it comes on to people like yourself, as I said, it's more family, so it's cool. And I can talk like this, and I can be more frank. You know what I mean? But to tell the honest truth, I didn't want to be no online motherfucker. You know what I mean? I'm a real life motherfucker.
Okay, hold on. Yes, a real life motherfucker, and I know like you're not crazy about the online shit. However, you fucking killed the internet this week on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about, bro? And
Yeah, I
it
did.
was fucking. Yeah, I'll tell people what it is. It was amazing, but also unexpected because I know you're not really an online motherfucker like that.
Big up
So,
Glenn Campbell, my brethren, and big up Gary Matalan in other house.
big up Gary. So I don't know if any of you out there. It's a lot of Sean Paul fans, so you guys must have seen this, where someone tweeted, Sean Paul did not have to go so hard in the early 2000s. And I was impressed that you even did the quote and comment thing right. Because if you fuck with the internet, like, so you fuck with it a little more. I don't know, maybe you asked someone how to do it, and you just replied in all caps, I did.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that I don't mind doing. I don't mind being. But what I'm talking about is someone who's just obsessed with. Like right now, my concern is my son's downstairs watching Miles Morales. It's probably finishing, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, where that at?" I also have some drops to do after this, so I got work to do. I'm not saying that I'm not appreciative of this and what we are doing right now. I'm connecting with people. I love it, but on a day to day, it's not what I love. You know what I mean? And I wish that not I wish. I just kind of I'm used more to the days that I'm gearing towards future, going to do things. Right now, I don't feel like there is a future. I just feel like it's a Groundhog Day. We're just getting up doing the same thing.
Bro, you see that's you. You keep bringing it. We gotta get the vibes up. No, I definitely see how you're feeling. If I think about it seriously, long term, because like for what you and I do in entertainment and traveling and public things, what we do coming back to normal is the last step. A lot of other people's things will start to, like regular jobs and office jobs and this, that, and the other thing. But hopping on a plane and flying for you to Germany and performing on a stage in front of 5,000 people, which is like a regular Tuesday.
My boys, I'm depressing him. Sorry, I'm depressing him. Get the fuck off then, bro.
But yeah, no, like I said, like doing stuff like this is what I'm doing to fight that feeling that you've got. And like I said, jumping online and just even playing some music and seeing the fact that people are out there and reacting to it and enjoy it. And really, this is actually one thing that it made me realize, which I'm sure you will too when you decide to do it, is uh maybe realize how much it means to people. Um, just what I do from a perspective of even DJing and playing music, and from what you do from the perspective of creating and performing music.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it means a lot for all the Sean Paul fans that to just get to even see you up on here, talk on some kind of real shit. Oh, are we frozen? All
He's
right, you back?
sorry, bro.
All right, no
Yeah,
problem.
some shit does happen. Sorry. So, yeah, I understand what you're saying, and I'm getting into it slowly. But you know what I
Like
mean? When it comes to like, oh, this is what you have to do to keep where you are at.
all right, I don't know if you guys can see him. We're waiting to see Wi-Fi. I was actually amazed at how good the Wi-Fi was for the spot in the Henriquez house. Oh man, we lost him, guys. We lost him. Let's see. He said something happened, so he probably actually had to go handle some actual parent business. So uh, let's see what's going on here. We'll see if Sean jumps back on for a few minutes, but even if not, we had a really good conversation. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. A little personal insight into my friend Sean Paul. I can't even tell. Well, actually, I was going to say I can't even tell you how long we've known each other, but I think we gave that up in the interview earlier. So where's everybody from? I know there's a lot of people. Big up Andre Shack and the whole crew in Colombia. Definitely see people from all over the world. Anytime there's Sean Paul related anything, it is an international affair. Gary Madeline. Thank you, Gary. I really enjoyed doing this. Always good to see Sean. Good to see you guys in here. I'm going to hang on for a few more minutes and see if Sean comes back. We're just talking to people and see what happens. Dutty Rock Productions is up on here. I know Sean said to look out for Ras Ajay. And of course, big up the Copper Shop family, Jigzag, Copper Sean, and the whole crew. So yeah, I think that went pretty well. All right, we're losing people rapidly. See, everyone was here for Sean, not for me. Um, yeah, no, so I think that was a good time. I think I'll do some more interviews from the basement. DJ Autograph, big up yourself. Original family for years and years. Eddie Stats in here, Lady Dawn. Um, I know. I see someone. Yeah, we are waiting. I'm waiting too. I know a lot of you guys didn't sign up for me. Pick up the original Ghost producer, always producing Ghosts. Autograph. Who's next? I don't know. Whoever will take my call at this point. This was a test run. I didn't really line up a follow up because I just wanted to see how this goes. And I was actually amazed at how good the internet was because as I've been watching things from Jamaica, a lot of the internet connections have not been great. Um, so, uh, DJ Tony Stir from the Music Ambassador days. Yes, big up all original Music Ambassador family. Jerome, thank you. Thank you. Jerome Hamilton is here. He said he's trying to get Sean. I mean, look, Jerome, I appreciate it, but also if we don't get him back, it's we've had more than enough. Sean and I could probably sit and talk to each other for hours and hours and days and days. And yeah, like I said, I was telling Sean, one of the things that I enjoy makes me feel connected is seeing all of you guys and my friends from around the world pop up on here and kind of have this interaction which we're not able to have in real life. Not that this isn't real life, but I think in person is the word. You know what I'm saying? Like autograph. Like we're not going to be at the barbecue in the backyard. Big up Jazzwater, who's been on here for a minute, who's made some of the most amazing uh, dance hall music in the history of dance hall music, man. Just a bad musician. That's what I mean when I say that, like, it's cool. So like, you guys, some of you guys in here know who that is, and some of you guys don't even know who that is. So we're all kind of like crossing all of these paths and getting and kind of seeing and getting to interact and talk and meet with people. I know, Jessica, I told him, I said, this is one of the things that you learn about this. So you have to be prepared. Look, I can stay with my face completely in frame, glass of water. All right. So Sean just hit me on the WhatsApp and said, this is also what I hate about this. So I assume he's referring to the lack of solid Wi-Fi. To be honest, my Wi-Fi in Brooklyn has actually been kind of shit as well. I think just because everybody is home on their phones and on their internet, and kids playing video games, and oh, hold on a second. Hold on. I think oh, let's see. Oh, I think hold on. I think we might be back in business. Let's see what's going on. Hey.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. And then this conspiracy theorist in me is like, why they cut me off when I start talking the real shit? You know what I mean?
Okay. But okay. No, thank you for joining back. But also, yes, keep in mind, everyone says, I think we might get cut at an hour, and we got like 3 minutes left. So if it cuts, I'm just gonna jump back on, and you can jump back on, and we could just like wrap it up. Hi, Jubilee. Jubilee is here. That's what I mean. Like bro, to be honest, even when you were off here, I just get to, not that I'm not happy that you're back, but like just get the bullshit with the friends and family that I see scrolling on the
yeah.
On the thing here. Look, and for someone who's not Mr. Internet, you also have like a pretty steady cam arm as you're walking around there. Like I think you could have a career as a
steady cam
director of photography for films.
Hey, we're finding out new things every day due to this corona shit, bro.
Or at least start a Dutty YouTube channel.
You see me?
Okay, but so like here's another thing, and this is something that I don't even know, because like our whole link is music. So I know.
Oh, great. Now I'm going again.
Frozen, unfrozen. All right.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry.
No, so like,
yeah, I couldn't hear you.
All right. So I made a joke about like, oh yeah, you could start a YouTube channel, but I know you fuck with music. I know you fuck with swimming and water polo. Like, what's the next thing? What's your personal shit that people don't know that you fuck with?
Cooking with weed. I would start a show called Cooking with Weed with SP.
All right, that's not that surprising. That's not that surprising.
Well, I mean, what else? What else would be surprising? What else would be surprising?
All right, the cooking part. That's the thing.
That's the thing. I am me. You know what I mean? And I don't want people to be like, you know, I entertained you before, or the public before, with music, right? I know people want to know what brief I wear and what I eat for breakfast. Hey. And I'm like, all right. So I'll do. Wait, now hold on. I'll do those in interviews, but now this is like a 24/7 thing. And maybe I'm not that interesting. Maybe I ain't. I'm not trying to be like all these people who are out there trying to hold this crowd. I'm just trying to do what I'm trying to do, which is to make good music. I'll make girls drop on ground and wind up them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
you're right.
So you guys got to give me some time to get into this, to get interesting. You know what I mean? To show you things.
Yeah. No rush and no pressure on the music. Like I said, you're one of the few. All right, this is gonna cut in a second, but you're one of the few people that I would say doesn't have to really aggressively kind of like maintain that online presence in a time like this, because the foundation that you have and the catalog that you have, that's solid enough that like you should be able to just chill. Like you should be able to chill.
Yeah, and which I mean, which I am. And honestly, if this technology was available to me back in 96 and 98, I don't know if I'd love it either. It's so narcissistic, bro. Look,
Yeah,
we just looking on ourselves like,